Welcome to the knowledge series. I am going to discuss with you on public key cryptography. The term cryptography is meant to implement a security mechanism of a system. In today's electronic age, data security is the biggest concern. That's why there is need to protect our data from intruder or hackers. Cryptography, as the term which you can see over here, it's a word derived from Greek. Cryptography means that crypto is the term that means secret, and graphy is nothing but writing. So the cryptography or the word cryptos in Greek, it is nothing but a secret writing. In simple term, cryptography is the process of altering the message so that it will not be easily interpreted by the adversaries. So here in this term cryptography, there are two basic components. One is algorithms. And another is key. Algorithm is basically a complex mathematics. It's a complex mathematics. And this complex mathematics is basically used to focus over the two basic cryptography methodology, that is encryptions and decryptions. Key, on the other hand, it's basically a string of bits. Key. So the duty of this key is to use along with encryptions and decryptions to perform a cryptographic methodology or cryptographic functionalities. That means in the encryptions, what we do is that we try to convert the plain text into ciphertext. So here we try to convert the plain text into ciphertext. That means a message is being converted into a form that is hidden from the original message. So the hidden part, which is not being analyzed by the intruder, that particular format is known as ciphertext. And the decryption is a reverse process. That means it will convert the ciphertext back to the plain text. So one side encryption is the forward process and decryption is nothing but the backward process. The other components about the key, as the term it is being put as a string of bits. This string of bits are used for both encryption and decryptions under the cryptographies. The keys are categorized into two forms. One form we termed it as a symmetric key. And another we put as a asymmetric key. Now, symmetric key, as the term, it means that whenever we are using a key, that key, how we are going to use it for the encryption and decryptions, that plays a major role. So in the symmetric key, that means there will be a single key. That single key it will be used for the encryption purpose as well as for the decryption purpose. Asymmetric key is basically a public key. That means having a two component, that means two keys will be used, where one will be the public key and another will be the private key. That means a public key can be used for the encryptions, and then the private key can be used for the decryption, or a reverse process. Any one of the key shall be used for the either encryption or the decryptions, so that the asymmetric key functionality will be fulfilled. So in the symmetric key, the single key is being used for the encryption and decryptions. In the asymmetric key, that is a pair key. These are the pair key, that is a public key and private key. This pair key is being used for the encryptions and decryption purpose. Now we go to the sections under the public key cryptography. Now we see the slide 2 where we talk about confidentiality. Now, as we have stated that public key is consists of a pair key in which there will be a private key will be there and there will be a public key will be there. So under the confidentiality, what exactly the confidentiality means? Confidentiality indicates secrecy of the informations. That means how we are going to use the encryption's purpose as well as the decryptions using the public key crypto systems under the confidentiality. Let us see here. Here is a source A. Source A want to send a message to the destinations, that is at the destinations B. That means from the A, the message is being created and that is being encrypted, and thereby it is being sent over the channel, and at the receiver end, that is at the B, it is being decrypted and recovered back the message that is being intended to send and it was sent from source A. So here let us see the entire block one by one. Here you can see that this is a message source, that is the original message. We can put it this as a original message, and this is the encryption algorithm is there, and there is a decryption algorithm shown here, and this is the destinations. Here is a key pair source. That means in the key pair source there are two type of a key is being generated, as I have stated earlier. One is public key and another is private key. So here the key which is being generated, that is from the source A. The source A section is generating a pair of key. One is a public key. This is a public key and this is a private key that is being generated at the source A. Here you can see KU and suffix A, whereas here KR suffix A. So A indicates that it is generated from a source A. So the public key is being used for encrypting this message. So that is what being shown. So here it is X and here it is Y. So we can write the Y is nothing but the encrypted algorithms. So that means we can put that is a ciphertext. Ciphertext at Y, that is equal to encrypted message using a public key, that is KU of A of the original message X. So this is known as a encryptions. This is a encryptions part. On the decryptions part, once this message is being sent over the channel, it is receiving at the receiver end. So we can put the intended data, that is X, that is equal to the decrypted algorithms, decryption algorithm, using a private key, that is KR of a ciphertext Y. Thereby it will produce a text which is a X. This X is the one which you can see over here, which was encrypted, and thereby it took a form of a ciphertext. That ciphertext is over here. It is being decrypted, so thereby it follows the original message. So this is two sections, that is encryption and decryption part. This is a decryption part, which is the part of a confidentiality. Now, what exactly the confidentiality means? Confidentiality means that the source A, which is sending a message using a public key, that is which is available in the public, openly declared, or in the registers, or in the public domain, that using those public domain keys, it is being encrypted and sent over the destinations. But destination party, that is known that this has been sent from the source A, and the destination party is having the private key of the source A. So thereby using that private key, that particular message is being decrypted. That means source A is sending a confident message or a secret message. That secrecy is being maintained between the source A and source B. So this process is called as confidentiality, where the encryption part is using a public key, and decryption part is using a private key. So this is known as the confidentiality. We will be talking about this cryptanalyst about in the later part. Time being, I am holding this one for you to just ignore at this particular moment for the later part to discuss, so that it will become easy for you to understand. The next one we are going to see about authentications. Authentications, in this case, it means that the message that which was initially put under the confidentiality, there we were using a encryption as the public key and the decryptions as the private key. Here we are doing a opposite to that one. In the authentications, we are creating encryptions using a private key and decryption using a public key. That means in the authentications, it shows that that particular party is actually the authorized party, or the actual intended source, which is sending the original message to the destination party. For example, when you are receiving an email, you are ensuring that it has come from the right party. Then only you will be feeling confident that the message is not being manipulated, or it has not been coming from any other source. Rather, it is coming from the authenticated party. So the authentications maintain the integrity of the particular process. So here in this crypto systems, here you can see this is the original message. This is the original message. That original message is passed through the encryption algorithm, and at the destination end there is a decryption algorithm which recovered back the encrypted ciphertext back to the original message. So here again you try to do a reworking, where you try to find out the ciphertext Y. What is Y? Here if you see the Y is equal to the encrypted message of using a private key KRA, that is the key that is being generated from the source A. That is a key pair source which is being generated from the source A. That's why it is KRA and KUA. This is a public key and this is a private key. So here using a private key we are encrypting a original message X. So this is our encryption's part. So encryption is held here. Now when this message reached at the destination, we have to recover back. So how we write? X is equal to decryption message using a public key, that is KU of A of Y. So that is nothing but your decryption's part. So using a encryption and decryption method, we try to convert the message from the original message to cipher and cipher back to the original message, where we maintain the authentications using a private key and public key. Whenever we are using this particular method or this particular practice, where the original source do the encryption using his own private key, and thereby it allows the destination party to recover using the public key of the original source A. So this process we put under the class of digital signature. Digital signature. So we have seen the two different methods, that is a confidentiality and authentication. Now we will see the combination of these two, that is a confidentiality and authentications. By this time you are well aware about what is in the confidentiality and authentication. When we talk about a confidentiality, automatically we understand that encryption's part is using a public key, and when we talk about authentication, the encryption part is using a private key. So these two things you should keep it in your mind. So here when we try to see if you combine the confidentiality and authentications, how it look like. So here source A is generating a key that is a key KRA and KUA. So this is a private key, this is a private key, and this is a public key. Whereas source B is also generating a pair of key. One side it is a public key and another side it is a private key. So here when we try to see these combinations, how these particular combinations look like, you can see the original message is here. This is the original message. It is being passed through the encryption algorithms, where the message X is being converted to a ciphertext Y. This is using a private key of a source A. After that, it is once again encrypted using a public key of the source, the destinations B, and thereby this ciphertext Z is passed over the channel or over the network, and once it receives at the receiver end, it is decrypted. First of all, it will decrypt with the source destinations B private key, that is what being shown over here, and after that it is once again decrypted back using a decryption algorithm, where the source A public key is being used over here, and finally you will able to see the original message back at the destination end. So if we write this one, let us see how it look like. Here we will write keeping in mind that we have to create Z. What is Z? This is a ciphertext. So if you want to write this Z, how we will write? First of all, we have to see that what are the two components. One is having a public key is there, and another is having a private key. That means this is the second stage. This is the first stage. So what is the first stage? First stage we will write here. That means we will write like this: Y. Y. What is Y? Y is nothing but the encrypted message, that is EKRA. That is the using a private key of the source A of what? X. That is, you are getting a ciphertext here. This is once again encrypted. How it is encrypted? using a public key. E K U B, of what? Of X, that of Y. So what is Y? Of Y is nothing but the entire message. So I can put it this one as EKRA of X. So this is the encryption part over here. Now what is the decryptions? Decryption is X. So how we write it, this one? So let us, if you want to write this one first of all, what we are going to do, we will be looking for this particular process, because this is decrypting here, and there after that the second decryptions. So when we want to write this one, so first of all we will write Y here. So what is Y? Y is nothing but decryptions of the, since this is a private key of the destinations B, that is KR B of Z, that is what. And what is X? This again decryptions using a public key of a source A of Y. So we can write is decryptions of the public key of the source A of what? Y. What is Y? Y is nothing but D, that is the encryptions using a private key of B of Z. So this is what we do, the encryption and decryption part. Now here one thing you should try to note is that these sections, this particular point is nothing but the private key. This private key of A, which is there as encryption, its decryption is at the outer side. The public key of B, which is at the outer side, this is being put under the inner side under the decryption part. So that's how it is in the opposite way. So this is what we have seen in about the confidentiality and authentications. Finally, we will see about the cryptanalysis. What the cryptanalysis is doing exactly? Cryptanalysis is watching the traffic that is being taking place between the source A and the destinations B. So when the message X is being converted to ciphertext Y and being passed over the channel and being decrypted back to the original text X, the cryptanalysis is nothing but a smart fellow who would like to siphon off the informations from which is being taking place between the source and destination parties. So what the cryptanalyst is looking forward is that the cryptanalyst is looking for two informations. One is this is the cipher message. We can put it as this is the cipher message. Another is this is nothing but the key exchange informations. So it is looking for, it is trying to get these informations, but even if it is not able to get the exact information, but it is trying to do a passive attack where it is watching the frequency of operations or the traffic movement. Thereby it tries to guess how this particular traffic it look like. So based on this Y, it will try to analyze how this X is there, how the X would look like. Another is that it will also try to look for a private key of the source, as if here it is a destination B which has been generating the public key and private key. It will try to analyze the private key of this source B. So here it is being shown as X cap. That is X cap, it is being shown. That is nothing but the close value or the close approximations of the message which the cryptanalyst trying to predict that this is more or less close to X. How it is doing that analysis is that it will try to find the Y. It will try to find the Y because Y is openly moving across the traffic. So it will try to find the Y. From the Y, it will try to find X. How it is finding X? Because X is nothing but decryptions using the private key, that is KRB cap of what? The ciphertext X. If this X, by doing this this particular process where the private key is the approximate guessing of the cryptanalyst, or by using its own mathematical fundamentals, it tries to find the private key, which is approximate keys. Thereby it will try to apply that one to the cipher and try to find this X. If this X, and that is nothing but X cap, if this X cap is almost all same to the X, then it will he will be successful. Otherwise, that particular process over which it tries to find the X cap, it will not be a correct one. So thereby the cryptanalyst is the one which tries to find the traffic movement, and thereby either it will apply the passive attack or active attack to do the harm to the source and the destination party. So this is what I would like to share with you about the public key cryptography. One of the application of the public key cryptography is towards the digital signature. So with this, let me conclude about this informations. Thank you.